Imagine this. You're cruising through the city in a sleek, futuristic little SUV. It's completely silent except for a gentle electric hum, and everywhere you go, heads turn. That's the vibe Hyundai is going for with their upcoming 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 3, and honestly, I think this might be one of the most exciting small electric crossovers we've seen in years. Today, we're diving deep into what makes the Ioniq 3 such a game changer. And by the end, you might be ready to start saving up for one yourself. Now, Hyundai's Ioniq lineup has already made waves with the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6. Both cars that proved Hyundai isn't just playing catch-up in the EV world, they're actually setting trends. But the Ioniq 3 is different. It's designed to be more compact, more affordable, and way more city-friendly, which means this could be the car that brings EVs to a whole new audience. Think of it as the perfect blend of futuristic design and everyday practicality. The first thing that hits you is the design. This isn't just another cute little crossover. It's got that signature Ioniq family look, sharp lines, pixel-style LED lights, and a bold, confident stance, but in a more compact, approachable size. The front end has this clean, minimalist vibe with flush surfaces and a grille that's almost completely closed off, which not only looks cool, but also helps with aerodynamics. The wheels. Pure eye candy. They've got a geometric, almost sci-fi design that screams next gen. Hyundai clearly wants this to be a car that makes a statement whether you're parked outside a coffee shop or gliding down a winding road. And speaking of roads, let's talk about performance. Now, while Hyundai hasn't released every last detail yet, here's what we do know. The Ioniq 3 will be built on Hyundai's eGMP platform, the same electric backbone that powers the bigger Ioniq 5. That means we can expect solid range, fast charging, and zippy acceleration. Word on the street is that there will be multiple, likely a standard single-motor setup for everyday driving, and a more powerful dual-motor version for those who want a bit more punch. And get this, Hyundai is reportedly tuning the Ioniq 3 to handle light off-road adventures. Now, don't expect to climb mountains or go rock crawling, but think dirt trails, gravel roads, maybe a camping trip out in the wilderness. It's all about giving this small EV some real versatility, something you don't usually get in this class. Pair that with an optional all-wheel drive system, and suddenly, you've got a city-friendly EV that won't shy away from a weekend getaway. But what really matters for most of us is the range. Hyundai hasn't confirmed exact numbers, but based on their current lineup, we can make some pretty safe guesses. Expect somewhere around 250 to 300 miles on a single charge for the higher-end versions, with the base models coming in just a bit lower. And thanks to 800-volt charging architecture, this thing should charge crazy fast. We're talking 10 to 80% in under 20 minutes at a proper fast charging station. Imagine grabbing a coffee and coming back to almost a full battery. That's the future we're heading toward, and the Ioniq 3 is leading the way. Now, step inside, and this is where Hyundai really shines. The interior is going to be packed with thoughtful touches. Hyundai has been leaning into this whole living room on wheels concept, and I expect the Ioniq 3 to continue that trend. Picture a wide, seamless digital display that blends your gauge cluster and infotainment system into one sleek panel. Minimal physical buttons, plenty of storage spaces, and sustainable materials everywhere, like recycled fabrics and eco-friendly trims. It's clean, it's modern, and it feels like you're stepping into the future without it being overly complicated. Space-wise, even though this is a smaller crossover, Hyundai is known for squeezing every inch out of their designs. Expect generous legroom and headroom, especially up front, with a surprisingly spacious back seat for its size. And because it's electric, you'll also get extra cargo space thanks to a small front trunk or frunk, perfect for tossing in your grocery bags or charging cables. Now, let's talk tech and safety, because Hyundai is absolutely loading this thing with features. We're talking about advanced driver assistance systems like smart cruise control, lane centering assist, and maybe even some semi-autonomous driving features down the line. Plus, with Hyundai's latest infotainment software, you'll get over-the-air updates, meaning your car keeps getting smarter even after you buy it. But of course, the big question everyone has is pricing. Hyundai has been very strategic with its EV pricing, and the Ioniq 3 is aimed squarely at people who want to go electric without breaking the bank. Early reports suggest it could start around $30,000 to $32,000 for the base model, making it one of the more affordable EVs in its class. And depending on government incentives in your area, you might be able to snag one for even less. That's huge, because it puts the Ioniq 3 within reach for so many people who've been waiting for an EV that's both cool and practical. So how does it compare to past models? Well, if you've seen the Ioniq 5, think of this as its little sibling, smaller, easier to park, and less expensive, but still packed with style and innovation. Compared to Hyundai's older gas-powered crossovers like the Venue or Kona, the Ioniq 3 just feels like a whole new era. It's smoother, cleaner, and frankly, a lot more fun. The Ioniq 3 is also a sign of where Hyundai is headed as a company. They're not just dipping their toes into the EV market anymore. They're going all in. With this model, they're showing they can deliver a car that's futuristic but also accessible, stylish, but still functional. And honestly, I think this could become one of Hyundai's best-selling models in the next few years. As we get closer to its official launch, expected sometime in late 2025 or early 2026, we'll start to see more details about trims, colors, and exact specs. But even now, it's clear that the 2026 Hyundai Ioniq 3 is shaping up to be a serious contender in the EV world. Whether you're a city commuter, a weekend adventurer, or just someone who loves great design, this car has a little something for everyone. So what do you think? Could the Ioniq 3 be the car that finally convinces you to go electric? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what features you're most excited about. And if you enjoyed this sneak peek, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more updates. Because trust me, this is just the beginning of Hyundai's electric revolution. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and until next time, keep your batteries charged and your wheels rolling.